Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm from Kingli Jewellery. My name is Zhou. Firstly, I would like to say very much thanks to Vitaria for the invitation and to speak as a representative of the platinum jewelry industry to give you some insights about the latest industry updates and how we see the industry will evolve down the road. As you all know, that platinum price since the beginning of this year has seen strong recovery and has been going up in a very strong way. At the end of June this year, it achieved another record high for a decade and up YTD. The growth of platinum has exceeded 40%. As those of us in the jewelry industry, we have witnessed and we are beneficiaries of the increase of the price of platinum. So today I'll be sharing with you how we have or what we have seen in the platinum jewelry industry and how we see the industry will go forward down. But before my presentation, please allow me to give you a brief introduction of my company, Kingli Jewellery. Kingli Jewellery is a jewelry company that works on the design, development, R&D research, design, development, production, processing, distribution, and retail of all kinds of jewelry products. We have products from platinum jewelry, gold jewelry, carat gold jewelry, as well as other types of jewelry and accessories. So as a company that has been working on the field of jewelry for more than 3 decades, we have been committed to making innovations, and we have been committed to developing new and better techniques, in particular in terms of jewelry production and processes, and platinum jewelry process and production. We have cutting-edge technologies. We work closely with PGI to optimize our techniques, such as electrolyzing, as well as other types of techniques and processes. Currently, we are also working with leading retail brand in China to jointly develop platinum jewelry products that cater to the changing needs of the Chinese consumers. In terms of R&D, we have a huge gathering of excellent designers who are focused on creating their original designs and create distinctive products. In terms of sales, we have showrooms, and we provide products to brands and suppliers. In terms of production, we have our own production base covering more than 12,000 square meters. And as early as 1999, we have been importing from Italy and Japan latest equipment, processes, and technology, because it is our firm belief that only the cutting-edge technologies will give us our competitive edge and also give our partners products that are of value. Next up, please allow me to give you a deep insight about the platinum jewelry in particular and the latest change that we have observed in our industry. So firstly, platinum as a type of jewelry has some advantages that are irreplaceable. Firstly, platinum has strong resilience. 1 gram of platinum can be drawn to platinum wires as long as 1,600 meters, which is a testament to its resistance, to its ability to being turned into different shapes. And platinum has long durability. You can wear platinum jewelry for your lifetime. And it's naturally white, which means that you don't have to whiten it, and it doesn't tarnish over time. It has high density, which means that when wear platinum jewelry, you feel the weight by yourself, giving people the luxury feeling, and its physical properties are highly stable, making it skin friendly, less likely to make people itch. So with all these advantages, I call platinum the most luxurious precious metal. That's why we see that jewelry industry represents the third largest source of demand for platinum. Platinum has been recognized as an independent metal in mid-18th century and has been used for creating jewelry since then. In 1999 and 2013, the global demand for platinum reached a peak around 3 million ounces, respectively. Over the past decade, platinum jewelry experienced some tough declining period. However, the recent signs of recovery shows that platinum jewelry has been picking up recently, and the demand for platinum jewelry led to further price hike of the raw material, showing the resilience of the industry. Next up, please allow me to show you some specific data. According to global data provided by Metis Focus in 2024, global platinum jewelry demand increased by 9%, reaching 2 million ounces or around 62.5 tons. India represents the biggest growth of demand, reaching 31%, benefiting from their spike in export as well as domestic consumption. According to Metis Focus report, Japanese market demand also grew by 11%. It's because of the high price of gold, and also it is because of their tourism development. The retail market also shows strong performance. All these contributed to the good performance of platinum price in the Japanese market. Let's now shift gear to the Chinese market. In 2024, demand for platinum jewelry in China grew by 1%, a modest growth, but it is a testament to the fact that platinum jewelry in China ended its 10-year consecutive decline and has picked up.
Especially in the Q1 of 2025, and you can see the manufacturing capacity and of China's platinum jewelries increased by 26%, and we can clearly see that there's a turnaround of China's market according to Metal Focus statistics, and throughout the whole year of 2025, China's demand and for platinum jewelries and will further increase 50%. Of course, in order to achieve this goal, the end consumption is very important. So I'm going to deliver more. And based on China's huge growth and of platinum jewelry this year, and considering the Western and Japan's growth, it is estimated that the global demand for platinum jewelry will create a historical high in the past 7 years. And have a look of China's performance, what is happening in China's industry. Let's have a look from the processing side. Since the Q4 of 24, China's platinum jewelry processing volumes bounced back, and especially, and you can see since the Q4, and from the you can see from the first 2 months of 25 and to April of 25, you can see the processing volume increased from 20% to 180%. So from the wholesaling end, and due to the continuous rise up and of the gold jewelries, and then the platinum and has more advantage in terms of the price. So that's why, and you can see the jewelry, the platinum jewelry listed in the counters are 3 times of that of gold, because in the beginning of the year the gold price and was 3 times of that of the platinum prices. So you can see, and in a lot of the malls and markets and shopping malls, there are more layout of the platinum jewelries. In year 2025, Shenzhen Shuibei has another 10 showcases for platinum, and each showroom covers the platinum jewelry from 1 kg to 100 kg. Due to these changes of the demand, the orders in the factories increased hugely. And in terms of the platinum, so the hard point still come from the middle stream and upstream. And for the retailing end, we still needed to wait for more statistics. Of course, and the retailing side is the end step for closed loop. So only reaching to the retailing end, and then we can see that there's a fundamental turnaround or bounce back of the platinum. So that's why we believe, and for year 2025, the recovery of the platinum jewelry market is caused by the rise up of the gold price. So these are some new opportunities under the new era. So looking into the future, how do we promote the end users' continuous recognition and the passion and the purchase of platinum jewelries? I believe this is a challenge for the whole industry to face. And we can see from some macro data, and for Q1, China's GDP increased by 5.4%, and from January to May. So the total the social consumption retailing amount increased by 5%, and May it increased by 6.4%. And you can see the jewelry and like the silver and the gold jewelry sales increased by 12.3%. So you can clearly see that the resilience of the jewelry industry. And we still noticed some signs of the recovery at the consumption end. Of course, we still face some challenges because you can see there's a lot of uncertainties of the big environment, and the consumers, they lack the confidence and in consumption, the adjustment to real estate prices, and the stress from unemployment. So that's why all of this will propose some challenges to the whole industry. Of course, and recently we clearly see platinum capture a lot of traffic on the internet and a lot of clicks, and due to the price of the platinum has risen up and in the past 2 months. And because for now everybody cares about the traffic and clicks on the internet or social media, so that's why the platinum back to the consumers side. So I think this is a very important window period. So because in this period we still need to consider upstream and downstream together with the associations. So we needed to clearly capture under this window period, window time, and how could we convert these traffics into cash is very important. So we needed to think carefully. I think this short-term window time is very necessary for us to capture. We needed to start from the product end, the channel end, the sales end, and to the final market. How can we capture the opportunities? I think we still need to think more about that. And another very important feature is that we clearly see the investment value of platinum. So when the public cares more about good value, and we see platinum is a precious metal, so the price up of platinum also got some investment features. Yesterday, we heard from Mr. Deng from the Guangzhou exchange, and we clearly learned that. So we see, and there will be soon for platinum and come to the stock of the exchange market. I think this is very important to platinum. It is not only important to the investors, it is also very important to the merchants for jewelries on the upstream and downstream. And SEG and Shanghai Gold Exchange still doesn't include the recycling mechanism for platinum. So that's why it's difficult to achieve the closed loop for platinum recycling, and the liquid of platinum is restricted. So that's why we really call for the associations to help us to talk to Shanghai Gold Exchange, and we discuss together and whether we can unlock this kind of recycling system. Finally, and have a look of the industry development. Of course, the development of industry cannot live without the support of associations. For example, like today, if without WPIC, it is impossible and for us to have this platform to share. Of course, we can see and the PGI also impacted a lot to the industry. Last month, they had the Platinum 1.1 platform. By taking advantage of this platform to wholesalers and to retailers, and they have more tools for marketing. So that's why we are very happy to see the associations. So they got this platform to us, which is very urgent at the right time. If we have the wholesalers and retailers need this tool, and you can discuss together with PGI. If we look into the whole world, and we can see that for this year there's continuous growth and for the demand and for platinum jewelries. And the CAGR growth and is 5% outside of China, and demand in China is also increasing. And we clearly see that the demand for platinum for 25 and will be expected to reach 60 tons. Of course, and we still need to 600,000 tons. So of course, we still need to have the joint effort of the downstream and upstream of the industry. So the platinum market is facing new challenges, also a new feature. So that's why we need to collaborate together to promote the platinum jewelry. Thank you.